Week 1 against the Jaguars, 38-0 if I remember right. And it looks like up next I have got the Lions. So, let's see what we got going. Now, oddly enough, I'm using the Chiefs with Patrick Mahomes. However, I've noticed that at least in 19 Mahomes really hasn't done that great for me. Hitting less than 50% of his passes. I think I hit like 48% season 1. I use the run and defense. It can be pretty offensive sometimes. So let's hit the field. And there's a question. I'm not playing Madden 20. It's simple economics. Don't have the money for 20 at this time.
This is Madden 19. I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. On deck, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Detroit Lions. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Gotton and Charles Davis.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gauton. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
If you just break it down in individual terms, he played really well last week. 0 interceptions, 3 touchdown passes. Not a whole lot more he could have done to win that game. But you know something that's funny, when we talked to him, all he focused on were throws he missed, other opportunities that didn't get done.
Good sign of a leader.
Great sign of a leader, because they didn't win, and that's all he cares about.
Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what they...
For great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. His throw incomplete. And we look now at the Lions offense.
One way I really judge a player's value is when opponents know what your strengths are, yet they still can't take that away. That tells me you're a heck of a player. For Theo Riddick, everyone knows about his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield, yet he's still the primary target for Matthew Stafford on just about any passing situation.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball at the
No,
backfield a week ago. They're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense.
Hopefully in this game I can utilize Tyreek Hill.
So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. As we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
Well documented that he's the son of a former Major League pitcher. But Pat has always said that football has fired him up in a way that baseball just didn't. He always wanted to be a football player. Still has the big arm that his father had, and he uses it to send the ball downfield in a big way.
Should I let her? Where are you going to sit?
On first down, Mahomes. Throw right side taken in by Wallace. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
There we go. Green, 90.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Looks like this is
Now a play fake here on first down. Going to throw deep for the... And that is caught! Touchdown, Kansas City!
touchdown.
Travis Kelce, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it. And he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
The glitch looks awfully weird. But that's not... Oh, people watch.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed.
What?
The official says this one counts.
Just turned 0-0. This is the final.
There we go. Blue.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And they'll get him down right about the 20. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
There we go. Green, 90.
Mahomes going to throw. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the three.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
And the kick by Butker is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time.
I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Now it's 3-0.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Captain Obvious.
Riddick with a carry. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Take it in at the 22. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
Games sucking hours. Games. Right now, football seems sucking.
And now here comes Kansas City. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right? And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take
The
it
touchdown
on in
was
for a Chiefs touchdown.
odd, but still made it.
Watkins, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there.
I don't know who that was.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something?
I couldn't see because of that guy behind him grabbing onto his back.
Well, sometimes
and hips.
athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man.
It's like giving him a massage.
And it worked really well for them.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point.
Ooh, this is going to be good.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass. And that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. One play, touchdown. Butker now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice. I kind of want to watch this. It was 10-0. On the sidelines.
The blue team is losing.
What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
I don't know the blue team's name, so how the heck would I know?
10 at their own 25-yard line.
And start losing.
Out of the gun, Stafford.
I can't remember that.
Jones breaking from the contact.
Oh, God.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones.
He would have gone up.
The numbers for Jones last week.
Seems like people could trip on people and it's a touchdown.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing.
No one watches the
right
great,
there,
amazing, not great football.
Where his primary guy was going to be, and he would
Yet
going to a
he knocked it out of the
nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Time to check the defensive starters here for Kansas City.
Why are you doing some weird things?
Last week against Jacksonville.
Yeah, they pitched a shutout in that game, didn't they? And those don't come around all that often in the NFL. The ability to keep someone out of the end zone and also from kicking one through the post. Well done.
Back to the air. Stafford on second down. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Anyways. Because he was going the wrong way.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
Okay, everyone's in line. And boom.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here.
The Chiefs versus. He was about to throw the ball before he was tackled.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
No. Meatloaf. Meatloaf. No sack, it's Meatloaf. Meatloaf. That camera guy's wearing something weird.
Here's Sam Martin now, standing right on his own 5-yard line.
The ball. Someone get it. Quick.
Fielded at about the 28.
Why are you trying to make it over there?
21 yards. Well done on the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Out comes Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs offense. And they must have seen something leading up to this one that said, hey, we're going to be able to go deep because they've gone deep with a lot of success.
And pick your phrase, pick your code words, your buzzwords, whatever. Vertical stretch, deep passes, go routes, right? What's that route you love? What's that route? Four verts. All of it working because they're able to find ways to get deep and for him to show off that big arm.
We see some of that big arm right here. He has been great.
Wackle. Wackle. Wackle.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49.
What?
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. Room to run inside the 40.
Oh, no.
All the way down to the 25-yard line.
How did the player do that?
A big hitter
Put
there.
his hand out like
gain of 26 yards.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week? Hot-footing it
that
into the secondary
one person
on that
run.
Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week.
2 in a row? No. Maybe. He gives it a shot, I think. It's a 0 still.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
The Lions coach is hairy, very hairy.
A toss play to
He
Hunt.
could have a mustache. Greater soon,
Give him about 3 as he
in
gets
French.
it down to the 22-yard line. The numbers on
Hunt.
the ground for Hunt a week ago.
Yay,
The
Hunt.
hat trick +1,
Did
4
nothing.
trips to the end zone with his legs.
And partner, you
Yes,
know how
everyone
the
get
guys
to the
do
line.
when they do that little symbol now about
28
eating, right? Keep
down.
feeding me, feeding me. They just kept feeding him, and next thing you know, he kept getting in the end zone. What's the old expression? 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets.
Just
That
happened?
old grass that we used to play on, right, and
What
chew it
just
up.
happened?
Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Get the ball before they started another quarter. The coach.
The NFL
What just
on
happened
EA
to the coach?
Sports
It just
is presented by
disappears.
Snickers. You're
Snick-
not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs
Where are
in
those
possession of the
inner
football as we
Where
begin the
are they?
second quarter. They face
Ah!
a 2nd and 7 to start things
Listen
out.
now. Whatever you do, just listen to me. No.
Ready. Green 90.
We're in a new quarter. 2nd and 7.
Here's Hunt.
Off they go, and
He
yet
takes
he
it
misses
to the
one player,
15,
but
a
misses
nice display
but gets
of
hit by the
power.
hole.
That gives him a nice pickup. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets
The
him into a
Lions
3rd and
suck.
1 situation.
Offensive linemen love creating space for
They
the
have
guys carrying the ball.
points.
But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Okay, let's try this again.
Green 90. Green 90.
Green eye.
On 3rd
Green
down,
eye.
it's Hunt. And he's
Whatever
able
they're
to
saying.
pick up the first down before he's tackled
can't
right
see
at the
what-
10. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us.
The
That shouldn't be an
players
issue.
don't look happy
and
about
in the next
that
breath,
guy.
they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game
Why-
by picking up first downs and keeping
Why-
them at bay.
why is
I
your
think we
coach
just saw an
bald?
example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
You gotta give him hair. Unless that's you as a coach. Yet, I remember when you shaved all your hair off.
There we
No,
go.
I
Green
love your
90.
hair.
Green 90.
It's beautiful. It's great. Yes, it is. It's not blonde
They'll try and
either.
run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this
I
drive.
can't
And like
say
you said, the way
anything,
it's working,
K-State.
they may just stick with it. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Yet,
There we go.
this,
Green 90. Green.
this is kind of like,
Now they'll throw with
what's this
Mahomes.
remind me
Toward
What
the center
just
of the field,
happened?
but it's incomplete.
He had the ball
He was
for
looking
1
for
minute,
Tyreek Hill
and then
that time. And now it's 3rd down.
what
I'm
happened?
gonna need some help with this one. How did he miss it?
I just saw a
Wide
chunky
open
guy
in the
run
end
over.
zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where
That
he's just
chunky
gonna
guy
shake his
just
head,
walked
not
like
be
a
able to
girl
believe it.
that
6
had no
points
sense.
go by the wayside on that one.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice
Cannot have
already.
a bad
Here
attitude
comes
in
3rd and
football.
goal.
So he's disqualified.
There we go. Green
Nah, he's
39.
not.
Green 39.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's going to go
Tackle.
down. Sacked right around the 17.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Chunky. took it. I'm right now gonna eat this blanket in front of me.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today.
Go.
And Butker able to put this one through. And
lot.
that'll push the lead up to 13 to nothing.
13 to 10. So
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
That football looks like a sneaker with a strip of white on it.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now let's look at the quarterback, Matthew Stafford, in our player spotlight. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line.
Get rid of
so
it.
Doesn't get hit as much.
What?
And we'll see if they can keep him
That's
off
their
the ground.
only ball, I bet.
Coming and he's taken down. Anthony Hitchens.
He just stretched like he was tired. That made me yawn. It's boring. Boring. Now I'm gonna eat this mic until I get a
I'm gonna use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm gonna hit them with a screen soon.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I didn't get
he
to
has the lead instincts on his
that
linebacker spot. He's able to
it
diagnose
like
the run and flies in like a
you.
missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
I am seeing holy bendy swirling through my eyes until I die.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Get up.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. He hits Riddick underneath. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Yeah, the world wants.
Here's Sam Martin now.
The world is dying. So we gotta feed it Snickers.
Fielded just inside the 30. Nifty footwork at the 45. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him a better starting position.
There's a flag.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
Lots
I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play.
There's more fans than football players because there's like 3 million of them probably in the stadium.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10.
Between you, because you're on the Chiefs team that's winning. The
Lions
run
with Hunt.
Oh God!
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
I can't tell where the player
was.
was.
Pick up at 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to make a lot of tackles.
That was him? I thought that was him. Yet he was squished by the blue minions.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Minions.
Let's see if they do it anyway.
Or the yellow minions, whatever type of minions. But I don't see no purple minions.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Touchdown.
A great play here. His 6th sixth touchdown of the
19-0.
season. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
This calls for a celebration. 2 at 2 at 2 at 2.
Butker now to add the extra point.
There goes the ball.
Right down the middle. And the decision to just kick
20-0. That means the touchdown was activated for 1 point. But it's such success because the other team did not get it.
Excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt.
Would you agree? Okay, the player on the Chiefs wins. Now I want Snickers. A giant one. Force field. What? Oh, I thought it hit the side for a second.
In the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line. They need to get this run game going.
Look at it.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with
whatever
a plan
you
themselves.
do, person
so I
watching,
think now you try to mix
do not
things
look
up
at
a
their
little
butts.
bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people. Find some other playmakers.
Well, someone
always
does.
let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
They see
don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Now I'm gonna
they go play action here on first down. He can't get him down. That's
just comedy sneeze.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play.
58 to go, yes. 58 to go.
After this, a reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season.
Again, I'm going to tell you something.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for first and 10.
So when you eat a sneaker, you better try. Oh, yes.
Stafford on first down. Out to the flat for Riddick.
Unless you're allergic to peanuts, that's okay.
There. It'll be second down.
There's more choices in the world.
And set in a hurry.
Like, yo.
To throw on second down.
Delicious,
Stafford.
Creamy. And you can go into yolks. I wonder if they're actually made out of real yolks.
To the line of scrimmage,
you know,
but no
egg
more
yolks.
than that. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be
they're
third
so
down.
good. They don't taste like they have yolks in them.
To throw on third down.
Oh,
Stafford.
and Peeps are the greatest. Why is that coach getting in the way? It's always going to look like
a to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
And
he kicks sideways
as he gets this one away.
Oh, God, they're coming.
Taking it about
the Army.
16.
This is the problem. This is why unicorns don't mix well with chicken.
Spin, balance.
And now off
and
races,
a touchdown.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
Now it's 26-0.
That fast back there to receive
nothing for
That's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach.
That one guy behind you just looked ashamed.
Sometimes they get so nervous that they hit the ball and kick it right to him.
Yeah, that guy needs a Snickers.
Butker on for the PAT.
Oh, God.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first
half. Now it's 27-0.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get your...
And nothing but daylight ahead.
Or not.
A big play there just before halftime. 58 yards.
So far, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Sorry, my case was backwards.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for first and 10.
Sorry, I'm talking to this weird,
From
visible
the red zone now,
man.
Stafford. That's complete right around the 8. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. Operating from the gun. Stafford. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
They got their first touchdown.
Luke Wilson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Extra point good by Prater. And the lead now down to 20. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown.
Go. Snickers satisfied. And the world of yolks.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Blood. If you smack it, you join me.
Mahomes now on first down. That's into the hands of Wallace over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action.
Gun doesn't really look like a gun. Whoever watches this.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught inside the 5.
Touchdown.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
We are right now. got blinding sun is here.
With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
Why you have a pencil, dude?
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs.
His hair's like locks. See? Goldilocks hair. Except for it's brownie locks.
Butker now to add the extra point.
Rules.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half.
As long as
that drive started on their own 25, 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone.
They speak so fast. They're like bop, 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 like really fast. Ford Field. Actually, the might be nice. Anyone thought of that?
Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here comes Matthew Stafford now to lead his offense back out there.
Really?
And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. On the ground, it's ready. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really, at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now, as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get started out in Denver, and it's the Broncos who have the lead in the second quarter. The Broncos trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, we'll head down to the Big Easy. Check on the Saints at home at the Superdome. And at this point, they trail the visiting Atlanta Falcons. The Falcons trying to hold on and claim victory. Finally, let's get out to the Bay Area. See what's happening with the Raiders at home in Oakland. And it's the visiting LA Chargers who are out in front. Tyrell Williams, a touchdown reception.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Here we go. Green, 39.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
Patricia.
Mahomes to throw on second down. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked the ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And
I
it's
see
third down
Patricia.
now. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Trying to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Patricia.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there. Knocking the ball away, offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield, and you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
Patricia.
Hey, Green 39.
Sorry.
Throwing is Mahomes
outbreak
on
on
third. Going
Patricia.
long here for Wallace. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
Yes. Not Patricia.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Though I don't really care because he's an idiot. A digital.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21.
Oh, God, he just got punched.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Lions will take over. And now let's look at the quarterback, Matthew Stafford, in our player spotlight. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On second down, here's Stafford. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Stafford to the former Seahawk Wilson for Lions first.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
We're in the 3rd.
They go back to Riddick. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Stafford able to get away. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
And now here comes Kansas City. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot. Great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Hey, here we go now. Green 90.
This is Hunt. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
2. Yeah. 2 and 48 seconds.
They come out here in the eye.
Blue 45.
They'll try to run with Hunt. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Still, after they
and he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Yet I remember when once the lifeguard was at the birthday.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Very short pass.
A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
Yes, I trim them because I do not want to hurt myself.
Butker now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out now come the Lions. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They'll run it now out of the gun. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stafford. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
To throw on third down. Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
They suck. They suck. Very bad.
Here's Sam Martin now. He's been terrific so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. He'll look to set up his blockers. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? Who? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear
that is
by the time
one
we have to leave the booth.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Ready! Blue 45! Blue 45!
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, trying to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful.
Ice cream.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Most people think it's cold.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here's a commercial ad for you. Sneakers satisfies. But yet, why would there be an ice cream truck down the road? Oh, I understand, because we have lots of kids down the road.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Would have been the ice cream man.
We got 3. We got 3. Ready! Green 90.
They'll run it here with Hunt. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
What the time was, but
the Chiefs on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
52 seconds until
Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
It's very soft.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again, Matthew Stafford trots back onto the field. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10.
Until we are in the 4th quarter.
On On 2nd and 10, Stafford. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Gets whoever. I wish you had a better look than the Lions.
Stafford now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
2, 1. We're in the 4th quarter.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down, Stafford here. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Heck. 6 minutes and 28 seconds.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And he completes it to Wilson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
3rd and 2, Stafford. And he'll find Galladay, that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. This is Riddick on the screen. Finding room to the 20. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive the team towards a victory. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Again, it's Stafford. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The tight end, Luke Wilson, was the target. And now it's 2nd down. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run? I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
What are you trying to do?
Off of play action, here's Stafford. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Now it's Stafford. He hits Riddick underneath.
Oh,
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. And what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Now it's Matt Prater on for the Lion field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy.
Where it says Lions. Yeah, let's try.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Here we go. Green.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Give him 30 yards there. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Mahomes, the first-year starter, moving the Chiefs right down the field. It's 1st and 10.
Ready. Green 90. Green 90.
Now it's Hunt. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
When you're trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
2 minutes and 9 seconds.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
You know you could enter my account.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
But when you flip it towards your side, you're pointing that side. You click it, then you click my user, and then you can click switch
Here we go.
users.
Blue 45. Blue 45.
They run again with Hunt. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Sounds like a bomb.
The Chiefs on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
It's like iron or banjo.
Mahomes going to throw. This is caught. Watkins. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Lions have recovered.
Everyone just froze.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So here come the Lions now. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Typing on the computer. I do. Typing.
After reviewing the play, the line field reversed.
Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye.
49 seconds in the 4th quarter.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
It'd be good if we got to. Wait, they
And
got
he's
to
going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Or
Call
you
it a
want
loss of 2
to
on
take.
the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Never, unless the scoreboard changes. The 4th quarter is over.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up
The Chiefs are the winners.
Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you. So for the Chiefs, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew,
Alright, well that concludes this broadcast. Please subscribe to my channel and thank you for watching.